Turnip or Shalgam is one of the most underrated Indian winter vegetable. The texture and taste is very unique. It is somewhere between a radish and a potato. It has that sharpness of a radish, but when cooked properly, it can absorb flavors just like potatoes. Today, we're going to combine all of these things together and make a Shalgam ka Bharta. This is what a turnip looks like. It has a beautiful purple color. Once you peel it, it is white from inside. I've cut it into large chunks after peeling it. I'm going to cook this in a pressure cooker. I'm adding in 2 tablespoons of ghee into a hot pressure cooker. To this, I'm going to add in 300 grams or 4 turnips that have been peeled. Toss it in the ghee lightly. Make a well in the center and add in a pinch of Asafoetida. Give it a mix. Once you notice that the turnip starts catching a little bit of color, you can add in half a cup of water and pressure cook it for 2 whistles. Shifting the pressure cooker to the other burner so that we can start preparing our tadka. Adding in 2 teaspoons of ghee. Once the ghee is hot, add in 1 teaspoon of jeera. Once the jeera starts to splutter, add in 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic and chili paste. I've made this with green garlic. When it starts smelling extremely aromatic, add in half a cup of frozen green peas. Along with this, I'm adding in puree of 2 tomatoes. As soon as you add the puree, also add in a little bit of salt so the color is nice and fresh. We're going to cook the tomatoes till they start releasing oil. After some time, you will notice that the color is nice and red. Most of the water has evaporated and the oil or the ghee in this case starts coming out from the edges. This is when you know that the tomato is cooked properly. And with the moisture from the tomato puree, the peas have also cooked through. Now we're going to add in our masalas, starting with 1 teaspoon of dhania powder, half a teaspoon of red chili powder, 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala and 1/4 teaspoon of haldi. Little bit of coriander leaves that have been finely chopped, and I'm going to cook this for 20 to 30 seconds. Do this on low flame so that the masalas don't burn and leave out their aroma very well. Our gravy smells super aromatic at this point in time, so I'm going to add in 3 to 4 tablespoons of water. Mix it well and let it come to a boil. While that happens, let's check on our turnips. After 2 whistles, I let the pressure cooker release the pressure on its own, checking it. Now I'm going to open it. It smells so buttery right now. Let me check the texture. It's nice and soft. So I'm going to mash this using a masher. You don't want all that water to splash on you. Do this very carefully. The turnip disintegrates on its own without adding much pressure, but it is still a little fibrous. The turnip is nicely mashed. Now we're going to add in all of this into our pan. Directly add it into your tadka. Mix it very well. And now we're going to season it. I'm adding in salt to taste. A little bit of sugar to balance all the sharpness from the turnips. 1 teaspoon should be enough. I'm adding in a pinch of haldi to get the color out. You can leave this as it is, but I'm going to turn it into a gravy form by adding in 1/4 cup of water. And now we wait for it to come to a boil. Garnish it with freshly squeezed lemon and chopped coriander. Few things to keep in mind when you're making Shalgam ka bharta. Definitely try to use ghee as much as possible because it is going to bring out the butteriness of the turnips. Also, try to make the tadka as fresh as possible. If you don't consume garlic, there's no need to use it, but it brings in a lot of flavor as well. Enjoy this with garma garam rotis and let me know how it turns out when you give this recipe a try. This is Chef Bhumika signing off from Rajshri Food.